Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Amza bin Amran, and this is our mini project presentation. We are from Group 6. For the introduction, the objective of this mini project is to familiarize the student with practical implementation of safety measure in real life. And this is the team structure. I'm the team leader, and this is how we delegate our tasks. And the company we site visit is Malewa Steel Tube. It's a well-established company. It's been long in the industry, and this is what the company do, which is the product and services. They manufacture steel tubes or steel pipes, and also have some services like slitting the big coil into smaller coil. For part A, Malewa has a safety and health policy. Since the company is have more than 5 workers, it's a big company, big factory. And this is summarization of their safety and health policy, uh, establishing safety and health policy according to the law, hazard identification, risk assessment, maintenance of machinery, cultivation of safe work culture, reporting, implementation of new norm practices, and also reviewing the safety and health policy. And next is the existing facilities of hazard prevention that we observe at Malewa Steel Tube. They have fire extinguisher and safety precaution of machinery. They have like a checklist that they display at the machine, and usage of zoning and safety signs. Even have color for each safety sign. And next is the maintenance and program and safety protocols. They have a structured maintenance program for equipment efficiency. For some period of the time, for some amount of product that has been produced, they need to change the roller. They need to check the system and quality checks. And next is the PPE. Each worker need to wear PPE. They have the glove, the hat, the earbuds, and the safety boots. That is and also they have like the, what we call, like a hand sock. Because it's a very hot environment. And next is the communication tools for safety. Uh, I'll be honest with you, they don't have that much. It's just direct reporting to the supervisor, direct report to the head of factory. And since the office and the factory is not too far, I guess that's the reason why. It's just direct communication. The supervisor will do routine check, and that's all. Thank you.
So I will continue with part B, which is the hazard that may occur and how to avoid it. So there are 5 hazards, which is mechanical hazard, physical hazard, chemical hazard, psychosocial hazard, and ergonomic hazard. So the first hazard, which is mechanical hazard. So this hazard arises from machinery and equipment. So when the workers get contact with the mechanical component, sharp angles or excessive heat, it can cause accident. So to avoid it, we can install machine guard. So the worker can get contact with the machine directly. The next one is to learn a proper operating technique and also to use a proper PPE for the operating. The next hazard is physical hazard. So this hazard occur when the workers are overexposed to high level of noise. It can interfere the communication and can cause accident. So to avoid it, we can install noise barrier for the noisy equipment so there won't be any interfere on the communication. And also the worker can use PPE for the noise. So the next hazard is chemical hazard. So this hazard occur when there are inhalation or contact with chemical, over inhalation and contact with the chemical. So there are also some chemicals that are flammable that can cause accident when working. So to avoid it, we can use a proper PPE. The next one is limiting the amount of chemical exposed, so the workers won't be overexposed to the chemical. The next one is allowing experienced worker for the task. So the next hazard is psychosocial hazard. So this hazard occur when the workers is working overtime. So by working overtime, it can cause chronic stress and have a risk of burnout. So to avoid it, the employer should promote normal working hours so that the workers don't work overtime. And also the worker should take a rest or break to avoid them from getting tired easily. So the last hazard is ergonomic hazard. So it occur when the workers do the manual lifting and handling of heavy product that are placed on the floor repetitively. It can lead to discomfort and fatigue to the workers, and also can cause musculoskeletal disorder. So to avoid it, the worker should have a proper training for the lifting technique. The worker also should use a mechanical assistant to lift the heavy products.
My name is Irfan and I will explain about Part C, which is emergency procedure of an accident. In the event of an accident, it is crucial for all employees to be familiar with and follow the correct procedures outlined in Malewa Steel Tube Sdn Berhad Safety and Health Regulation. There are 5 examples of incident, which is fire hazard, chemical hazard, minor injuries, environmental hazard, and electrical hazard. First of all is fire hazard. Serious fire hazard encompassing scenarios with the potential for widespread flames, substantial property damage, or the risk of severe injuries demand urgent recognition and effective mitigation strategies. If a fire breakout occurred, the emergency procedure is as follows. First, upon discovering fire, immediately activate the nearest fire alarm, and then call emergency service to report the fire incident. Then, we need to evacuate the building using the nearest safe exit route. Proceed to the designated assembly point located at safe distance away from the building. Next, help other injured staff to emergency gathering area. And most importantly, do not re-enter the building until the authorities declare it is safe to do so. Chemical hazard. If a worker is exposed to harmful chemical such as asbestos waste, oily sludge, metal hydroxide sludge, waste coolant, and acidic oil sludge, which are solid waste that Malewa Steel Tube Sdn has produced, follow the procedure below. First, if exposed or witness chemical exposure, immediately move to the safe area away from the chemical source. Next, remove contamination clothing if safe to do so, and rinse affected skin thoroughly with water for at least 15 minutes. Seek immediate medical attention or alert the designated first aider or supervisor about the exposure incident. Report the exposure incident to relevant authorities or supervisor for documentation and assistance. Next, isolate the affected area and prevent others from exposure until emergency responders or trained personnel arrive. Next, minor injuries. Small cuts are common injuries, often caused by handling tools, equipment, machinery, or sharp edges. On 30 November 2021, staff lost his thumb at factory slitting line due to his thumb catch into spinning film separator machine. Here are procedures to follow when dealing with such minor injuries. First, immediately cease the activity causing the injury and assess the cut. Next, rinse the cut gently under clean running water to remove any dirt or debris. Next, using a clean cloth or sterilized gauze, apply gentle pressure to the cut to stop the bleeding. Elevate the affected area if possible to reduce the blood flow. Next, apply antiseptic solution or an over-the-counter antiseptic cream to clean cut to prevent the infection. Next, cover the cut with a sterile bandage or adhesive strip to protect it from further contamination. Next, monitor the cut for signs of infection such as an increased redness or swelling. If the cut is deep, long, or shows sign of infection, or its bleeding persists despite applying pressure, seek medical attention immediately. Next, document the accident in the company injuries logbook or report it to the designated supervisor for recording keeping purpose. Next, environmental hazard. Injuries related to environmental hazard have occurred within workspace. Muscle strain have resulted from lifting heavy objects, while slips, trips, and falls are recurrent incidents that pose a risk, particularly when working at elevated height. Here are procedures to follow when dealing with environmental hazard injuries. First, provide immediate assistance to the individual who has suffered a muscle strain or fall, ensuring their safety. Next, inform colleague or person in charge for immediate aid. 3. Take first aid if the injuries occur. Next, record details of the incident including the nature of injury into injury form. Electrical hazard. An electrical hazard is a potential danger linked to electricity. It can lead to harm or damage due to electrical systems, device, or equipment. Examples include electric shocks, fires caused by electrical issues, or damage to electronic device. Recognizing and addressing this hazard is crucial for ensuring safety and preventing accidents. Here are procedures to follow when dealing with environmental hazard injuries. Immediately cut the power off. Next, dial emergency line for professional assistance. 3. Inform supervisor or person in charge for the incident. And then give first medical aid to wounded person. Next, maintain distance from affected area. Use fire extinguisher if fire occur. And file hazard form for documentation.
Assalamualaikum, my name is Muhammad Khairul Azam Abdullah. Now I am going to present about Part D, which is Design the OSH Management System. Firstly is daily and routine enforcement at site. Melawan Steel Tube always apply 5S routine in their operation. This routine is important to promote continuous improvement in every aspect, especially production. Next, daily safety briefing. Every day before start the operation, Melawan Steel Tube will do briefing to inform any updates about safety, reminder to always use PPE, and promote interaction between employer and employee. Secondly, safety awareness and training program. To ensure the production at its maximum level, machinery and equipment training is held to provide training to make sure all employees know how to use every machine and tools. It is required to regularly apply maintenance and inspection to make sure the machines are working properly. It also needs to isolate the area of certain machine from any entry, especially during the operation. Next is fire drill training. Since Melawan Steel Tube handling with fire hazard, fire drill is significant as preparation for any emergency. The main purpose of this training is to provide knowledge on how to use fire extinguisher, escape plan, and location of the fire extinguisher. Thirdly, OSH documentation, which is Quality Management System QMS. Melawan Steel Tube already used ISO 9001 since 2015 to achieve and maintain the highest level of productivity and customer satisfaction. Other than that, safety procedure like standard operation procedure (SOP) is important at Melewat Studio. It is step-by-step instruction, and recommendations to standardizing every operation. This SOP need to be followed by every employees in the operation lines. Furthermore, safety work procedure like hazard identification, risk assessment, procedure development, documentation and record keeping, and continuous improvement are very important to provide the best working environment to everyone. Last but not least, warning and emergency system, which each employee are strictly required to use and wear PPE all the time. Other than that, machine safety device also significant, such as emergency stop button, and isolate the machine and make it restricted area during the operation. Next is signage and warning light. Every employee need to know the meaning of every sign at potential hazard place. Meanwhile, at low lighting area, need to put warning light to alert the employee to be more careful.
I got no impression.